in here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
And recently, MP has let it be known that he's aiming to outdo all of his conference peers this season and secure his spot as an all-star starter.
And so far, he's backing up his talk. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player at his position who's meant more to his team than MP. If he keeps playing at this level, I can't imagine he won't be in the starting five on All-Star Weekend.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Daniel Gafford. Derek Jones is out there with Flag. Then it's MP, and it's Barrett in at the two-guard spot. And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP seemed eager for tonight's elite point guard duel. He told me, I know a lot of people out there are comparing the two of us, trying to pick who's best. You tell him to watch this game. I'm going to prove me and my guys, we are on a whole nother level. Guys.
Ooh, floor general MP. He sounds ready to issue some orders, Allie. Here's Shaw. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Shaw's got his third basket on the night right there. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul. At the line for one, number 23.
Dallas has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Beal from outside. Drills it from deep. Beal's got 9.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Pass to Shaw. Over to the left wing. From deep, Morant. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Warriors, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for Dallas, they're trending in the right direction. And while it's still early in the season, they've proven to be a dangerous team.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson is checked in. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Beal outside. From deep. The rebound by Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
From deep, MP, and his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league...
Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got MP. Also Kyrie Irving out there. Powell is out there with Yves Missi. And it's Hawkins in at power forward.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Simons. Whoa!
Oh!
My goodness!
Well, Simons is relentless. That's why his teammates and coaches encourage him to take the initiative offensively.
19-footer. MP. That one's good. Beal's got 7 points for the quarter.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Here's Simons. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, Simons doing a great job creating separation off the dribble.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Three-pointer. Beal. Oh, MP buries the triple.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
And here's Simons outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
For 3. Again, Simons missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Beal against Simons. Oh, he tries a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Simons outside. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
They get it back. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
It's scooped up. Out to Beal. The deep 3. Oh, MP from way out there.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Grizzlies trail by 10. And here's Simons outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Misi's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Misi. Jones comes in for Hawkins. Flags checked in for Powell. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Irving. Here's Beal. Memphis with a rebound.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Fires away from way outside. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Launches it. The shot off that time. And so it's Dallas. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be right back after this word.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second.
You know, for Dallas, they've continued to play well, creeping up in the rankings. Hard to argue that they shouldn't be the number 2 team on this list, Ernie.
You could maybe even make a case for them being number 1, but at the very least, they've shown they're elite. And switching gears now to that first half, what a difficult start for the Grizzlies.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something.
And that is going to do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Jackson out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Shaw in at the two guard. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you guys.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Barron.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Beal's shot is off.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Morant missing again. The Mavericks lead by 9. Work in the interior, MP.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
From deep, Morant. He drops it from range. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball. And though it's early, let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The 3 is up. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Beal launches from deep. Memphis with a rebound.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
And Morant laces the triple.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Again, the miss by Dallas.
Yeah, that shot's not going to make his teammates or coaches happy.
Well, the three-point shot is not exactly in his wheelhouse. You wonder what was going through his head.
And so it's Dallas with it. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And Beal puts up a deep 3. That one's off. Still out of sync. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Shaw. Back to Morant for the lead. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. Three-pointer, Beal. Poeltl grabs a miss.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And it's a 3-point Memphis lead.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
MP looking around. He shoots a 3. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 39.
This team wants MP to take and make more three-point shots.
Oh, an impossible move. Ja Morant.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam. Sponsored by AT&T. MP no good. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. The lead is 2. Here's Shaw. On the mark with the 15-footer. Shaw's got 10 points in the game.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Three-pointer, Beal, and again for three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Three-pointer, Beal. The shot misses. And so it's Embiid making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive.
We'll make substitutions. Grizzlies trail by 10. On the court right now for Dallas. Flag is out there with Derrick Jones. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Beal in at the one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Mavericks lead by 9. To the paint. Here's Beal. He launches. Hurdle rips down the board.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Barrett with a rebound. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Oh, it misses.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Grizzlies trail by 11. Jackson outside. Moran against Barrett. Jackson fires. Yes, sir, with the three.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Oh, putting in work inside.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Gafford against Moran. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Can you say prime time player Moran? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. .124 left in the game. Oh, it doesn't go.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Grizzlies trail by 5. It's blocked. All by himself. MP fast up the floor.
Now that's some serious range from MP.
Morant. And no one in the vicinity.
Oh, you know Morant wants it. And guess what? He got it.
Morant pulls it down.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure. Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result. And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They leave the arc open, take it, but it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
To tie it up, the 3 is in!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Beal, left side. To win it, he's off from 3. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
We've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Shaw in at the shooting guard position. Power move from MP.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
Now Poeltl. Morant surveying the floor. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
MP inside. Down it goes.
Well, these types of looks are easy for MP. The defense must make it harder for the young guy.
And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Morant misses the 3. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
Beal fires. Oh, he misses the deep 3. Banks it home. Big shot.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
And so Beal will bring it up for Dallas. Good! That's another bucket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game. There goes MP. Now it's Jones. Beal outside. From deep three-point land. Poeltl rips down the board. Here's Shaw, guarded by Barrett. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Now Gafford.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
That is a great inbound play design and flawless execution.
So much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
But what a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Morant. On MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. Up top, Morant. From deep. Oh, missed on the tray. Another tie. And we're going to have a second overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Now here's Beal. Fires away from outside. Not that time. Puts up the tray. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
From downtown, connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
Beal.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
And he drops the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for MP. And the Grizzlies shooting 56% today. Morant against Beal. Shot clock at 6. Oh, no good! The Mavericks shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Jones against Pirtle. Now Morant. Jackson. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Beal. Another bucket. Wow.
And would you believe it? He now has the 5th most 60-point games in a season.
I mean, what an achievement, right? He does things on the floor no one else can do.
Well, defensively, you let Morant put up threes, you can't take everything away from him.
Here's Beal for 3. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Morant. And misses.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Morant. Hurdle. Outside Morant. Jacks up a three. Oh, the shot is off.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's Shaw. With a crossover. And it's Morant off the drive. Beal with it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To take the lead. Ooh, it misses.
He came out aggressive in overtime with little to show for it.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Morant, wow, with some power.
Wow, going to the top floor.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Beal. For the win. It's there! In time! He beat the buzzer!
Knew he had it the whole time.
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Wow, a highlight reel shot.
And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left.